Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm product manager for Desigo CC, and in this video I'll show you how Desigo CC helps building operators to make the people in the building feel comfortable. And for that we are switching into the role of Christine. So Christine is a building operator, and in this specific scenario, Christine just came home from work, actually looking forward to a nice evening with her husband, but as soon as she gets home, she gets a phone call from the facility manager where she's working. And the facility manager is telling her that the production has to work longer today due to a big project, and that the first employees in the factory are starting to complain about bad air. And basically, he's asking Christine to take care of it. So let's switch to Christine's machine to see how we can manage the situation. Okay, so here we are, and since we're at home, we don't have the Desigo CC installed, but we can still access it using the Flex client, which is a HTML5 based client and allows us to access the Desigo CC via a normal web browser. So what we are doing now is we are starting our web browser, we are connecting to the Flex client URL, and then we are logging into the application with our credentials. So here we are. And the first thing that we would typically do in such a situation, we would check if there are any events pending which might explain the situation, but this is not the case. So let's check the air handling unit. And as you can also see, we are not a fan of complexity. So we don't have any complicated tree structures to navigate. We are just doing that purely using graphics. So let's navigate to the graphic page. And this is the air handling unit, which is supposed to supply the factory with fresh air. And looking at this, we can already see that it is turned off, which is explaining why the people are complaining about that air. And what we can do now is we can check the historical data of that plant. So here we have a trend chart which shows the extract air temperature, the extract air humidity, and the plant control. And checking the temperature and the humidity, we actually see that it is still in a pretty good range, which is good. But now checking the plant control, we also see that the plant has turned off at exactly 4 o'clock. And seeing that it has turned off at exactly 4 o'clock actually reminds us that the air handling unit is controlled by a scheduler, which is explaining the plant when to turn on in the morning and when to turn off in the evening. So let's check the scheduler configuration. This we can do by just going back to the graphic and clicking here. And this is the corresponding scheduler. And here we can see that the scheduler is configured to turn on at 7 o'clock in the morning and to turn off at 4 o'clock in the evening. And since today it's a special day where the production has to work longer than usual, the only thing that we have to do now is we have to create an exception. So we are switching into the edit mode, into the exceptions area. And here we say we want to add an exception of type date for today. And today we want to say different than usual. At 4 o'clock, the plant should remain on and it should turn off at 8 o'clock in the evening. And we save that. And if we now return back to the schedule overview page, we see that we have configured an exception, and in a couple of minutes, the air handling unit will turn on again, and the people in the factory will enjoy fresh air again. So this was our Desigo CC scenario for comfort. If you like it, please also check out the other videos.